So ninth standard children can listen and understand the lesson, whereas 10th standard students should participate and interact in the lesson. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Good. So before I could start the class, let me tell you all, this is just for 40 minutes children. Once the class ends, you have to join again. Okay?
Yes, madam.
Good. So 10th standard children, I want you all to listen carefully. We are just having a summary of the lesson. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
So I'm going to tell you all few characters of the lesson, and I want you all to identify which lesson is this. Okay? So in this lesson, we have a boy, parents, grandma, headmaster, inspector, there is a tiger, there is a thief, robber.
Hero lesson, ma'am. Hero.
Yes, exactly. This is the lesson, the hero. So let me share a worksheet for you all. Prakasa. But worksheet I want to share. Use the pen drive. Use the pen drive. Children, you can see the screen. On the screen, there is a worksheet. Yes, children.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay. So here you can see the lesson summary. What was the boy's name in the lesson?
Swami.
Swami was a young boy who lives in Malgudis with his parents and grandmother. Swami always shows that he is very humble and very polite. He is so naughty. You all know no children. He is very naughty. He doesn't like to go to school. He gives a number of excuses saying that I don't go to school. Instead of that, he wants to roam full Malgudis with his friends. Swami's father was a government officer. He works in a government office. And his mother is a housewife. At home, Swami shares his adventure with his grandmother. We all love mothers. Yes or no? Children, are you there? We all like grandmother. And we share a lot of things with grandmother. Correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Here, even Swami likes his grandmother a lot. And he shares everything with his granny. So in the same way, every day, the day you go, whatever you do, whether it is good or bad, he comes and tells his granny. And his granny used to call him, address him means call him. We are now our grandmother call him in a pet name. They use a pet name for us. In the same way, Swami's grandmother calls him as Kami. Okay? And Swami had two friends. What was their friend? Aishwarya, can you tell? Swami's friends. Shani and Rajan. Okay, they two friends. Okay, children. Swami and his family are shared. Now what happened? One day, you can see here in this picture, Swami's father and Swami is here. You can see? Yes, children.
Yes, ma'am.
So what does Swami's father read?
Newspaper.
What newspaper? He is reading newspaper. Correct? Swami's father is reading a newspaper. So in that day, there was an article about the bravery of a boy, village boy. What is that? Can anybody tell? What was the article? Kaveri?
Bravery of village boy.
Bravery of a village boy. What is that? What was the bravery that boy did? He comes face to face to a tiger. Now he was going home. So when he was returning home, he comes to face a tiger. Now imagine this is a boy, and here is the tiger. So the boy is in front of the tiger. So what he did? He saved his life, and he showed his brave courage, and he fought against and saved his life. So after reading that article, father felt happy, and he wanted Swami also to be brave like boy. Okay. So what happened? Father tells that to Swami. See, I read now an article in the newspaper. See the bravery of that boy. He is so courageous. Here what happens? The boy and the father starts discussing. That conversation goes like argument. Father says courage is very important. But Swami says strength is important. The argument went on. And at last, the argument ended with a challenge. What is the challenge? Can anybody guess? Aishwarya.
He wants to sleep alone in their office room.
In whose office room? Swami should sleep alone in his father's office room. Understood? But Swami always sleeps beside his granny. He will listen to stories, whatever the grandmother is telling him, and then he goes to sleep. Every day he sleeps beside his grandmother. Now when father said like that, Swami was very disappointed. He said, same, no. He gives many excuses. In the same way, he'll tell his father, no daddy, I don't want to sleep alone. I cannot sleep alone. But father will never agrees for that. So what he'll say? Okay, father, I will sleep from next month. Okay, he'll start giving excuses. So first he will say that he will sleep from the next month. Then he'll tell, okay, I will sleep. But I will sleep in the hall. Hall means living room. Okay, children? Then he will say, see daddy, office room is full of dust and there are scorpions. So I don't want to sleep there. And moreover, it is too dark. I need a lamp. I need a light in that room. But whatever he says, father will never agree. He says, father tells him, you have to sleep in the office room alone. And at last, Swami will request his father, daddy, at least let me open the doors and sleep. Then at last, father will agree for that. So now you know, every day father evening they go out. By the time the father comes, Swami will go next to his grandmother and put the blanket and he will go to sleep. And grandmother will tell, why are you sleeping, Swami, so soon? Wait, I'll tell the stories. Listen to me. Don't go to sleep. But Chami will say, Grandma, be quiet. Daddy is coming. I want to sleep. You don't talk to me. But grandmother will say, wait, why are you sleeping? You will not listen to the story. Wait, wake up. But he will be telling Granny, please wait. But Granny also is talking here. And Swami also is talking. Then the father comes. And he will say, Swami, why are you sleeping here? You forgot the challenge. Come on, wake up. And go to the office room and sleep there. Then Swami will take all his mattress and he'll go to office room. And he'll put the mattress on the bench. And he'll go to sleep. But when he's trying to sleep, he'll remember all the stories what his friends told about the devil, the ghost. Then he'll remember one of his friends' father he died, and he's like a devil roaming all over. Oh, all that he'll remember, and he'll start sweating. And what he'll do? He'll remove all his mattress and he'll put below the bench, under the bench, and he'll sleep there. Again, he'll remember all the stories. He'll start sweating, and he will be very nervous to sleep. At that time, he'll see a image moving around. Somebody is moving around in the office. Suddenly he will hear a noise, and he'll open his eyes. When he opens his eyes, he'll see somebody moving around, and he'll completely get scared. And what he'll do? He'll try to hold the bench leg, and he holds it tightly. And then what he'll do? He'll use his teeth as weapon, and he'll bite. When he bites, there is a big noise. There's a big shout saying, I know. Then Swami's father will hear all that, and he'll on the light. Swami, what has happened? He'll rush to Swami's room. And what he'll see there? There he'll see that Swami is catching a notorious housebreaker of the district. That means a robber. He is being searching by the police, and he is very dangerous thief. And that Swami is holding that person. He's a robber. But what Swami is imagining? He's thinking that he is holding a bench, and he bite the bench. But actually what he's holding? He's holding a thief. He has caught a thief. And then the father will call the police, and the police comes, and they take the robber. The next day morning, everybody congratulates Swami for his brave courage. What he has done, it was not a common thing. He has a robber for whom the police is searching. Then the next day morning, even his school headmaster comes to him and tells him, you are called a true scout. In our school, we have guides, scouts, no children. In the same way, the headmaster is appreciating Swami and tells him that he is a very brave boy, and they all appreciate him. And the police inspector says, see, when you grow up, you come and join the police department. But you all know what Swami likes. He wanted to become a railway guard, or an engineer, or a bus conductor.
Ma'am, echo
Yes
is
or no?
coming, ma'am. Echo is coming, ma'am. 2 times it is repeating, ma'am, voice.
Okay. Now?
Okay, ma'am.
So you all understood the story?
Yes, ma'am.
Shall I ask some question? Shall I ask few questions, children?
Okay, ma'am.
Now, only 10th standard children will answer. 9th standard,
Okay.
you have to listen. This is the first lesson you have in 10th standard. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, 10th standard children. Where did the boy live? Which place?
Malgudi.
Malgudi. Very good. Who all were there in his family? Who all were there in his family, children? Okay. What was the article in the newspaper?
Bravery of Brave Village.
Your surrounding is silence, children. Aishwarya, you come to a peaceful place. How was the room, office room, children? Swami describes to his father.
Dust.
Dusty, and what is there? He uses a reptile name there. Scorpions. Okay. So at last, where did Swami sleep?
In the living hall.
The office room. Daddy's office room. Okay. What did the headmaster say for Swami?
True scout.
Huh?
He has to become a scout.
He says scout.
Scout.
What did the inspector say?
You should become a police to join.
Yes, he is asking him to join the police department and become a police and when he grows up. So what was Swami's interest? What he wanted to become when he grew up?
Railway guard, engineer driver, or bus
Engine
conductor.
driver. Engine driver or a bus
Bus
conductor. Very good. So let us go to the next poetry. Okay? You all understood this lesson, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Now we'll go to the next poem. I'm going to do a poem which is written by V.K. Gokak. So what is the poem name? Kaveri? Poem ಹೆಸರೇನಮ್ಮ?
The Song of India.
Very good. Poem name is Song of
The Song of India.
India. It is written by
V.K. Gopal.
Okay. So here, let me first introduce poet. Okay. V.K. Gopal means what is the full form? Vinayak Krishna Gopal was a major Kannada writer born on 9th August 1909 at Shravpur, Dharwad district. Okay, children. V.K. Gopal was a major Kannada writer born on 9th August 1909 at Shravpur, Dharwad district. Okay? And he was educated at Karnataka College and then at Oxford. V.K. Gopal was a major Kannada writer. He writes many of his poems are story in Kannada. And he was born on 9th August 1909, Shravpur, Dharwad district. He was educated at Karnataka College and then he went to for his higher studies Oxford. He had written many stories and he received many awards like Padma Shri Award, Sahitya Academic Award and Janakada Award. He was one of the leading poets of Nava Kavya. Nava Kavya means new poetry movement in 1950s. Okay, children? And he died on 28 April 1992 at the age of 82. Now we may end the class, but immediately join the class, children. Okay? After
Okay,
10
ma'am.
minutes,
Okay,
you have
ma'am.
to join. We will
Okay.
continue the class.
Okay.
So, running out of time. So who wrote this poem?
V.K. Gopal.
What was his major writer in which subject?
Kannada.
He was born in which place?
Savanur, Dharwad district.
Dharwad district. When was he born?
9th August
August
1909.
1909.
What were the awards that he received?
Padma Shri Sahitya Akademi Jnanapita Award.
What was in 1950?
Navakavya, leading poet of Nava.
He was the leading poet of Navakavya. Navakavya means
New poetry movement.
new poetry. At what age he died, children?
28th April 1992.
The age of
82.
82.
So this was all about the poet. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
So this poem is all about the conversation going between two persons. Here, the poet and the motherland
And mother
are having the dialogues between them. They are both are talking here like a conversation. The whole conversation, I'll give you like question and answer, 3 question and answers. First question and answer, second question and answer, and third question and answer. Question is asked by poet, and the answer is given by Mother India. Okay? Understood?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
What children? Here, the poet will be asking question. For whom he is asking?
Motherland.
Motherland, or Mother India, you can say. He is asking question, and Mother India is giving it answer. Okay. The poet is asking him, Mother India, that he wants to sing about India, saying that he is going to describe Mother India, and what is the conversation going between them, we are going to see in this poem. Why I'm just telling about the poet and the Mother India? We just have 4 minutes. I don't want to get a break here. So we will continue the discussion about the poet and Mother India. Okay? So far, you have any doubts? Children, do you have any doubts?
No, ma'am.
Kaveri?
No,
Aishwarya?
ma'am.
Everyone understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Suresh? Do you have any doubts here? Usha?
No, ma'am.
Okay, let's just see the first question and answer. The poet wishes to sing the beauty of the snow-covered Himalayas and the 3 oceans that touches our shores. He also wishes to sing or describe the beauty of the golden rays of the sun. So here, the poet is asking Mother India, shall I sing the beauty of the Himalayas that is covered with the snow? Our Himalayas are covered with the snow. So poet is telling, shall I sing about the beauty of the Himalayas? And he is asking, or shall I sing about the 3 oceans that is touching the shores of our country? And he also wishes to sing about the beauty of the sun rays, the golden sun rays. So the poet is requesting, shall I sing about that? Shall I sing about the snow in Himalayas? Shall I sing about the oceans? Shall I sing about the sun rays? But Mother India says, no, you don't sing me about all that, but you sing about the beggars and the leper. Leper means leprosy suffering people, children. In Kannada they say Kushtaroga. Okay? And beggars. You know what is beggars. So Mother India tells, you sing about the beggars and the suffering people who are filled in the streets. Wherever we move around, we see many beggars, the sick peoples, sing about them. And she tells, and also you sing about the lift and the dirt you can see all over, and the way we destroy forest of our environment. Nowadays you are seeing children everywhere, they cut down the trees and they build houses, apartments, big buildings are raised. So Mother India is saying, you don't sing about the Himalayas, you don't even sing about the oceans, you don't even tell me about the golden rays. You sing about the beggars, you sing about the suffering and sick peoples, and you sing about the dirt. All over there is a dirt. Now you see, even in the air is polluted because of the smoke of the vehicles. Water gets polluted. In the canals you can see unwanted things. Many people go throw in that water canals. So the water gets polluted. In the same way, when we are destroying the forest, the environment gets polluted.